नमस्कार. जय श्री कृष्ण. श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर, श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंदा. Enunciating text 33 and text 34 of chapter 6, creation of the universal form of third canto, the status quo of Srimad Bhagavatam. Text 33. पदभ्याम भगवतो यत्ने शुश्रूषा धर्मसिद्धये तस्याम जातः पुरा शूद्रो यदवृत्त्या तुष्यते हरिः. Thereafter, service was manifested from the legs of the personality of Godhead for the sake of perfecting the religious function. Situated on the legs are the Shudras, who satisfy the Lord by service. Service is the real constitutional occupation of all living entities. The living entities are meant to render service to the Lord, and one can attain religious perfection by this service attitude. One cannot attain religious perfection simply by speculating to attain theoretical knowledge. The Jnani division of spiritualists go on speculating only to distinguish the soul from matter, but they have no information of the activities of the soul after being liberated by knowledge. It is said that persons who only speculate mentally to know things as they are and who do not engage in the transcendental loving service of the Lord are simply wasting their time. It is clearly said here that the principle of service was generated from the legs of the Lord for the sake of perfecting the religious process, but this transcendental service is different from the idea of service in the material world. In the material world, no one wants to become a servant. Everyone wants to become the master, because false mastership is the basic disease of the conditioned soul. The conditioned soul in the material world wants to lord it over others. Illusioned by the external energy of the Lord, he is forced to become a servant of the material world. That is the real position of the conditioned soul. The last snare of the illusory external energy is the conception of becoming one with the Lord, and due to this conception, the illusioned soul remains in the bondage of material energy, falsely thinking himself a liberated soul and as good as Narayan. It is actually better to be a Shudra than to be a Brahman and not develop the service attitude, because that attitude alone satisfies the Lord. Every living being, even if he be a Brahman by qualification, must take to the transcendental service of the Lord. Both Bhagavad Gita and the Srimad Bhagavatam support that this service attitude is the perfection of the living entity. A Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya or Shudra can perfect his occupational duties only by rendering service unto the Lord. A Brahman is supposed to know this fact due to his perfection in Vedic wisdom. The other sections are supposed to follow the direction of the Brahman Vaishnava, one who is a Brahman by qualification and a Vaishnava by action. That will make the entire society perfect in regard to the order of its social construction. A disordered society cannot satisfy either the members of the society or the Lord. Even if one is not a perfect Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya or Shudra, but takes to the service of the Lord, not caring for the perfection of his social position, he becomes the perfect human being simply by developing the attitude of service to the Supreme Lord. Text 34. Ete varnaha swadharmen yajanti swagurum harim shraddhayatma vishuddhayartham yajajataha saha vrittibhiha. All these different social divisions are born with their occupational duties and living conditions from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Thus, for unconditional life and self realization, one has to worship the Supreme Lord under the direction of the spiritual master. Since they are born from different parts of the body of the Supreme Lord in his gigantic form, all living entities in all parts of the entire universe are supposed to be the eternal servitors of the Supreme Body. Every part of our own body, such as the mouth, hands, thighs, and legs, is meant to render service to the whole. That is their constitutional position. In subhuman life, the living entities are not conscious of their constitutional position, but in the human form of life, they are supposed to know this through the system of the Varnas, the social orders. As here mentioned, the Brahman is the spiritual master of all the orders of society, and thus Brahminical culture, culminating in the transcendental service of the Lord, is the basic principle for purifying the soul. In conditioned life, the soul is under the impression that he can become the Lord of the universe, and the last point of this misconception is to think oneself the supreme. The foolish conditioned soul does not take into account that the supreme cannot be illusioned by Maya. If the supreme were to become conditioned by illusion, where would be his supremacy? In that case, Maya or illusion would be the supreme. Therefore, because the living entities are conditioned, they cannot be supreme. The actual position of the conditioned soul is explained in this verse. All the conditioned souls are impure due to contact with the material energy in three modes of nature. Therefore, it is necessary that They purify themselves under the guidance of the bona fide spiritual master, who not only is a Brahman by qualification but must also be a Vaishnava. The only self-purifying process mentioned herein is to worship the Lord under the recognized method, under the guidance of the bona fide spiritual master. That is the natural way of purification, and no other method is recommended as bona fide. The other methods of purification may be helpful to come to this stage of life, but ultimately one has to come to this last point before he attains actual perfection. Bhagavad Gita 7.19 confirms this truth as follows: Bahunam Janmanam Ante Jnanvan Mam Prapadyate Vasudevah Sarvam Iti Sa Mahatma Sudurlabhah. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare.